Hurmati Hanımdar and Mirzalar, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, Уважаемые дамы и господа, I would like to welcome you all to Kazakhstan Day. As you know, the PDAC convention is the world's premier mineral exploration and mining event, bringing together investors, experts, decision makers, and government officials from all the mining countries of the world. Kazakhstan Day at PDAC clearly emphasizes Canada's strong interest in Kazakhstan and our commitment to develop mutually beneficial cooperation. When it comes to mining industry development, Canada is the most logical partner for Kazakhstan. The mining industry is a major sector in Canada's economy. It contributes $107 billion to the national GDP and is responsible for 19% of Canada's total exports. The sector employs 692,000 people directly and indirectly across the country. And for Kazakhstan, it is the 12th largest minerals producer in the world. Kazakhstan's mining sector represents approximately 12% of its GDP and about 20% of its export revenues. Kazakhstan's mining industry employs over 160,000 people. We already have a strong base for mining cooperation. Canada is among the 10 largest investors in Kazakhstan, with much of the investment in the mining sector. In 2021, our exports to Kazakhstan totaled $88 million. Of this, mining equipment accounted for more than $30 million. Finally, I'd like to point to a few areas of potential cooperation between our countries. On the technical side, Canada is a world-class leader in all aspects of mining equipment and geological database management. In services, Canada has a lot to offer in engineering, geophysical services, and consulting. In financing, the TSX and the Astana International Financial Center share best practices and may have scope for increased partnership. In environmental, social, and governance practices, Canada is a world leader, and Canadian companies working in Kazakhstan implement the highest ESG standards. In improving the investment climate, Canada can be a model in terms of investment attraction, taxation, and compliance. The challenge for the panel today, and all the participants, is how can we seize these opportunities despite the very complicated and dynamic geopolitical situation. I would like to extend an equally warm welcome to our Kazakhstani delegates at PDAC. On behalf of the Canadian Embassy, I would like to wish you great success in this important endeavor. Thank you, merci, rahmet, spasiba.
Hi everyone, my name is Saeed Sultanov, partner of Avrora Minералс Групп. Thank you for being part of yet another Kazakhstan Day event, which is organized by Aurora every year to update you about our various aspects of mineral exploration industry of Kazakhstan. Our company is a dynamically developing enterprise that provides a full range of exploration services in Kazakhstan and Central Asia. During our almost 7 years of operations in the industry, we were able to become one of the leading exploration service providers of our region with the largest service portfolio in the market. We uphold the highest standards of safety and quality and promote innovations and technological transfer in all of our projects and operations. Aurora is a group of companies that consists of 4 main companies: Avrora Minералс Групп, Nova Drilling, Aurora Quest Service, and Aurora AG. We operate based on the one-stop shop model, where the client has access to various kinds of services, starting from license acquisition, followed by ground and airborne geophysics, followed by diamond drilling and RC. We have in-house geologists that have a combined experience of more than 100 years. Avrora Minералс Group is a mineral exploration consultancy with expertise in exploration planning and design, geological and historical data analysis, project generation, drilling operations support, resource and reserve estimation. We also provide license acquisition services, government reporting, and legal management of client licenses. Aurora advises many residents and non-resident mining companies on various legal aspects of the mining industry in Kazakhstan, especially how to follow terms and conditions of the exploration license and contracts, to extend or to make any amendments. Avrora Minералс Group coordinates with the international firms and experts to help the Kazakh companies list at the international stock exchange. And in particular, we are excited to announce that we have 2 clients that are right now on the road to getting listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. In the last 12 months, We have acquired more than 30 exploration licenses on behalf of our clients and closed a number of M&As. We carried out geotechnical work, oriented core drilling, prospecting regional study, and made 2 reports according to geological standards. Furthermore, our drilling divisions expanded our geographical coverage to Central Asia within a number of drilling projects, not only in Kazakhstan, but in Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan. From 2018 to 2022, we have grown just from 1 rig to 10 rigs, simultaneously drilling at 4 sites in 2 countries. Drilling services are conventional core drilling, core-oriented drilling, RC drilling, RAB, and air core. Most of our clients are returning customers, and we intend to continue building partnerships, be client-oriented, and promote ESG principles within our group. Last but not least, our geophysical company, Aurora AEG Limited, that provides full range of geophysical services, such as airborne service, both fixed wing and helicopter platforms, ground magnetic and IP services, downhole geophysics, geophysical data interpretation. And last year, we signed an exclusive partnership agreement with Excalibur Geophysics, world's largest airborne service provider. Together with Excalibur, we are introducing the latest technological developments in the field of airborne geophysics in Central Asian region. Our primary goal is to provide the safest, efficient, and high-quality data to our regions and clients to help them unleash the great mineral potential of Central Asia. We will also pursue and promote the large regional scale airborne geophysics in our region, as it is one of the most productive and fast ways to update our knowledge about our subsoil and equip explorers with high quality geophysical data. At the same time, we appreciate the changes in the global economy and its transition to a sustainable energy services. We believe that Kazakhstan is a land of elephant discoveries, and we can play a big role in locating and discovering the critical mineral elements needed to accelerate our efforts towards sustainability. We welcome you all to visit our website, and I ask you to reach out to us as Aurora Minerals Group is your partner in Central Asia. Thank you very much. Enjoy PDAC and have a good time. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ruslan Baymishev. I'm Vice Minister of Industry and Infrastructure Development of Kazakhstan, and today I will tell you about the ongoing work in the field of subsoil use for mineral resources. Adopted in 2018, the new mining code had immediate effect on the market for geology and subsoil use. Even during the pandemic, more than 700 domestic junior companies were formed in the industry. And there was a significant increase in the investment in mineral exploration. Since the adoption of the new mining code, more than 1,700 exploration licenses have been issued. And the volume of investment commitments for new exploration objects has exceeded the budget allocated by the government for state mineral exploration program. But most importantly, more than 75,000 square kilometers were involved in exploration. All of this was impossible under the previous regulation system. The adoption of the new mining code itself based on the new model made it possible to attract major players, mining companies from UK, Australia, Canada, and other countries. And these are new competencies, the best world practices of the mining industry. Increased competition and improvement of the country's investment image. As a part of the execution of the instruction of the President of Kazakhstan, in terms of stimulating exploration and development of the new deposits, the government is working to open up the entire territory of the country available for subsoil use by including all the land deposits of the state subsoil fund management program. as well as the remaining blocks for mineral exploration. New deposits, as well as deposits for which contracts were previously valid, will be transferred to new investors in accordance with the legally established produce by holding auction for guaranteeing the right to subsoil use. The measure taken will service and inputs the stimulate exploration and attract investment in the industry. The ongoing reforms have created a demand for the social responsibility for business, effective corporate governance, and environmental responsibility. All this is consistent with the principle of ESG. The pent-up demand generated during the pandemic against the decline in investment in exploration during the same period open up the new opportunities for investment in exploration in Kazakhstan. At the same time, government continues its work to improve the critical infrastructure and the conditions needed for geological exploration. First of all, this is the creation of a national geological survey and structure which will be built according to the service model. In the words, this organization should first of all meet the needs of investor in geological information and geological data. Moreover, the government has developed amendments to the tax code that stimulate mineral exploration for junior, providing for the tax preference when reaching an indicator of 15% IRR excluding from tax on mining. Taxation will be begin after the cost of exploration, and this norm will be reached. A lot of work is begin done on the digitalization of public services in the field of subsoil use for mineral resources. Already this year, it is planned to launch a pilot project for granting subsoil use rights and holding electronic auctions, where the human factor will be excluded in the decision-making process. In the future, the governments will be develop the Kaznedr information system, which will be unit all subsoil use activities in the single information space. The corresponding roadmap has been already adopted. In conclusion, I would like to wish everyone fruitful discussion, constructive decisions, and success. Thank you for your attention. Welcome to Kazakhstan.
Eaststar Resources is a gold, rare earths and copper explorer based in and focused on Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan today is like having all of Western Australia to peg, but in the 1970s. The size is almost exactly the same at around 2.7 million square kilometres. The mineral law, which changed in 2018, is modelled on Western Australia's, and the deposits that are in operation here are both high grade and highly profitable. I've moved my family here since August of 2021, as I believe this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for value creation for shareholders. Eaststar Resources is a London-listed company with a first-mover advantage in Kazakhstan. We have 5 licenses in 3 mineral districts. We have our entire team based on the ground in Almaty, in Karaganda and across the country. And we have access to established logistics and very, very high-quality local expertise. The company listed in London in January of this year. We raised £3.1 million into a shell and had 4.1 million in cash post-listing, all fees said and done at 5p. The board of management own 12.5% of the share structure, and an Australian family office have been well supporting us with about 17% of the shares. Kazakhstan is a fantastic place to operate. They have put in a jurisdiction which is very, very enticing for foreign direct investment, both from a structural perspective, from a legal perspective, and from a fiscal perspective. And that's why we're seeing some major world players start to invest heavily into the country, both companies that have been there for some time, such as Rio Tinto, Glencore, who have 70% of the Rida operating mine in Kazakhstan, and a number of other operations and exploration projects there, and Fortescue Metals Group, who came into the country about the same time as us, also in joint venture for a lot of their licenses with Talc and some of them. We have three mineral districts we've focused on initially: the Truly orogenic gold belt, the Rudny Alti volcanic massive sulfide belt, and very recently we've just acquired a heavy rare earths project in eastern Kostanay district. The Truly orogenic gold belt is about 5 times the length of Kalgoorlie. It has a number of very, very high-grade mines and artisanal work, and has had very little in terms of historical regional exploration and understanding. Since coming into the Truly gold belt, we have made 3 discoveries on our Atmantas license from 3,127 metres of RC drilling, which we conducted in September of 2021. It was reconnaissance drilling, focused on drilling below artisanal pits and along strike, and in areas where we knew there were historic high-grade rock chip samples and trench samples. That resulted in 2 principal discoveries for us. The Novo discovery was 63 metres at 4.51 grams per tonne gold from surface, largely carried by a 2-metre vein at 131 grams, but it also showed a significant amount of disseminated gold into the host rock, carrying an average grade of about half a gram. The Eshkili Tau 2 result was 14 metres at 2.54 grams per tonne gold. And again, when coinciding with some historical work, which was acquired since listing in January, starts to show that there is considerable and high-grade gold within the system, including gold at depth of 2 metres at 28.8 grams a tonne and others. We also acquired historical results from Southern Shabda in the centre of the licence, 25 metres at 2.86 grams, 8 metres at 13 grams, and again, some very significant results at depth, being 2 metres at 39 grams from about 175 metres true depth. All of these systems show the potential for significant scale and the potential for gold disseminated into the host rock, which would provide the tonnage where historical miners didn't previously appreciate. Today, we have people on the ground doing soil sampling. Very soon, we'll start a close space ground magnetics, 25-metre spacing that is going to provide us our precise collar locations for our 2022 drill campaign, which is expected to commence in July. A little bit more information on the Atmantas target. What we can see here is very, very high grade gold recorded in rock chips and trenching at surface. Historical drilling, including our drilling in September, much of which under-drilled these pits, largely due to the lack of RC capability in terms of depth in Kazakhstan. The intention now is to go back and drill diamond from the southeast, where we believe the veins dip towards the southeast, and therefore we can extend the strike and depth of our discovery intersection of 63 metres at 4.51. We'll also continue to explore along strike, and the results from the soil sampling and mag will help us do that. Much the same for our Southern Shabda target, very, very underexplored along strike, and demonstrated high-grade gold at surface in oxidized, still within the oxidization zone, and also very, very high-grade gold being 2 metres at 39 grams from 275 metres downhole, demonstrating continuity of ore body at depth. Our Delny licence in the southern part of the Truly orogenic gold belt is a little bit earlier stage, but nonetheless very, very exciting. A couple of traditional classic orogenic targets within this belt, a few number of first order fault intersecting structures undercover with historical gold at surface, currently not really explainable by any intrusive related gold systems or granites that are local. We also have a target in Genus, which is 7 by 1 kilometres, that shows an IP anomaly, being IP resistivity, and also a geochemical anomaly from both arsenic and antimony. The recently funded heavy rare earth project is incredibly exciting, and we think a once in a lifetime opportunity, and exactly why we're in Kazakhstan. This sort of project very, very closely resembles the ionic clays of southern China, which produce the vast majority of the world's heavy rare earths. It has weathered crust, it's hosted in kaolinite, and it's above a granite intrusion. And for all those reasons, we think it's going to have the same liberation qualities as well. It's a very, very low cost farming deal for an absolutely fantastic quality asset with lots and lots of historical information. For people unaware of ionic adsorption clays, they tend to have roughly the highest value in terms of the basket of goods. The heavy rare earth market is considerably smaller than the light rare earth market, but also has a much higher valuation. They also tend to have the lowest capex, and that's largely due to the fact that they are shallow. The average depth of the commencement of our project is 7.5 meters from surface. They are also don't require any particular heavy machinery or blasting in terms of mining because they're clays. They also don't require any grinding or milling, thereby lowering those high value capex items and also high energy intensity and high cost, therefore lowering the environmental footprint. They use standard leaching techniques with weak electrolyte solutions, and therefore, again, the environmental footprint is much lower, and they do not have the radioactive footprint of their heavy rare earth, their hard rock counterparts, because the radioactive materials have leached out largely with the light rare earths. We have 2 licenses on the Rudny-Altai volcanic massive sulfide belt, early stage exploration, but a very, very high grade belt. There's 3 operating mines owned by our friends at Kazakhstan Corporation, and they are running, the Artemyeski mine, for example, runs at about $700 a ton for the value of the ore in the ground. So incredibly high grade. Our area is undercover, although it shows demonstrated historical results at surface. And the intention here is to fly electromagnetics in May and June of this year to come up with to delineate our initial targets. The economic threshold for development here is very, very low. Minerals have a hungry mill that requires additional ore, as does Glencore with Ritter. And so we expect that any discovery here will have a very easy path through to production. The company is very busy, about to commence the field season with people on the ground right now conducting soil sampling, conducting close space ground mag, and about to commence is our heliborne survey. We expect to drill more than 5,000 meters of diamond this year just on our gold licenses, and hopefully have our target delineation and be looking to drill our VMS licenses towards the end of this year or early next year. And very much the same with our newly acquired heavy rare earth project. We're well funded and to conduct all of these programs. Our board, principally based in London, with myself permanently based in Kazakhstan. Our exploration team has fantastic expertise, both in Kazakhstan, with Azamat Bishanov being a former exploration manager for Freeport-McMoran, and one of our consulting geologists being one of the principal resource geologists for Altino Mass, which own the Akbakai mine on the Chihuili orogenic gold belt. We think that Kazakhstan is an absolutely fantastic place to operate. Since we started in January, we've made, in essence, 3 gold discoveries on 1 license. And we believe we'll be making more this year, and we'll be drilling out those projects in detail as well. We've acquired a very low cost, fantastically de-risked heavy rare earth project with fast track through to development, and we expect to do significantly more in this space. Thank you very much for your time.
Hi, I'm Craig Anderson, Sales Manager for Excalibur Multiphysics. I'd like to tell you today about a new partnership bringing the world's most advanced airborne geophysical technologies to Kazakhstan. Excalibur Multiphysics acquire, process and interpret airborne geophysical data for the exploration, development and production of oil and gas, minerals, water, geothermal and other resources, and for mapping, environmental and engineering studies. Excalibur are the largest, most experienced and the most capable airborne geophysical group globally. We are delighted to announce that we are in partnership with Avrora Minералс Групп, Kazakhstan's leading exploration service company, to deliver airborne geophysical surveys in Kazakhstan. Excalibur are mobilizing our full suite of advanced magnetic, radiometric, electromagnetic, and gravity gradiometer technologies, enabling the Excalibur Aurora partnership to offer the best solution for your exploration project. Excalibur Multiphysics has extensive airborne experience in almost every country in the world and operate from 12 offices, locations globally. We're very pleased to now be able to add Nur Sultan in Kazakhstan to this list. By combining Excalibur's international capability and technologies with Aurora's local knowledge and expertise, we jointly offer efficiently executed surveys throughout Kazakhstan using leading-edge airborne technology. Aurora and Excalibur have worked quickly to establish a reliable and sustainable operation in Kazakhstan and have several projects that are already operational. I'll now briefly introduce our advanced airborne geophysical technologies on offer. Helitem. Helitem is a unique, low-frequency, high-power, deep-penetrating helicopter electromagnetic system. It provides high-resolution conductivity to maximum depth and enhanced sensitivity to conductive targets. The system is used for a range of commodities, with the picture showing Helitem data imaging significant palladium, platinum, gold, nickel, copper, and cobalt mineralization in a recently discovered deposit in Western Australia. A Helitem system is currently active exploring for VMS base metals in the Rudny Altai region of Kazakhstan and is available for follow-on surveys. Magnetics and radiometrics. Excalibur Multiphysics specialize in magnetics and radiometric data acquisition and provide the highest data sensitivity and resolution possible. We use customized, robust, and safe air tractor fixed-wing aircraft, or B3 helicopters for maximum efficiency, endurance, and data quality. A Midas system is currently actively surveying in the Karaganda and eastern Kazakhstan regions and is available for follow-on surveys. We will have a XMAG fixed-wing system available for surveys in Kazakhstan starting in Q1 2023. Falcon Airborne Gravity Gradiometry. Falcon is the world's highest resolution airborne gravity gradiometer. Falcon acquires gravity data comparable to detailed ground gravity and is used for a wide range of exploration applications. Falcon operates from fixed-wing or helicopters and rapidly acquires 100% data coverage over any terrain with no ground access required. We will have a HeliFalcon system operating in the Aktobe and Zambul regions of Kazakhstan in July and August, and it is also available for other work. Tempest. Tempest is the world's leading fixed-wing airborne EM system and provides high-resolution conductivity data for mapping and discrete targeting. Tempest quickly and efficiently acquires detailed data over large areas, enabling explorers to identify high-priority targets. Tempest is a system of choice for government agencies and private groups worldwide for mineral, groundwater, and geological mapping. A Tempest airborne EM system is available for surveys in Kazakhstan from Q1 2023. For more information about our services, please contact Kamal from Aurora or myself. Thank you.